Now Jesse did go on hunger strike for a while, a couple days, and he usually does that anytime he gets put in a pen like this. But he's doing good now. You can see he's eating the grain I just gave him. I'll be putting a bale of hay in here, but he's doing fine. That's one thing about these steers, they will go on hunger strike once you separate them. Part of it. It is a windy day here. I told you it's a windy day here in Oklahoma. So I don't know how good this audio is going to turn out. But I want to do an update on Jesse. Guys, his days are numbered. I'm not just saying that to be mean. I'm just giving the reality of it, getting you guys prepared. Jesse's only here for probably about another week. But I got him a little treat. I have not been giving him any grain for like a month. He's been on water, hay, salt lick mineral, and all that, but I have not been graining him. I wanted to give him as much grass as possible towards the end, but I did buy him some grain, give him a little treat for the next week or so. I think everything is going to work out great with him. He is big, you can see him back over there. But first, he has got a mess right down here. So I'm gonna put another hay bale in there, get it dried up in there for him, then I'm gonna give him some grain. He's gonna be happy, 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 and I'll show you guys him. He has been a big addition to the homestead. We've had him for over a year now. We got him when he's little. A lot of y'all may know the story, but some of you may not. When I got him for a really good price, but he got sick. He got really sick when we first got him. I doctored him back to where he is now. But he's just so big. I don't have the fencing, the facilities to hold a big steer like him without him tearing it up. He has been destroying my fence, so I finally had to lock him up in this little 100-foot radius. Actually, it's bigger than 100 foot. It's probably like 50 by 50 by 25. I don't know. It's a pretty good size for raising a butcher steer like Jesse. He has been on grass in the 2-acre lots here. As 1 acre, then I made another acre. He has been free range almost his entire life. He's roaming with the sheep for a year. He has lived an awesome life for an animal that's was purchased to raise to feed my family in the long run. It's going to be a sad day when he goes. I understand that a lot of you guys are going to be upset. My wife is even a little bit upset about it, but we all understand this is why we got Jesse. And I know a lot of y'all said don't name your animals. To me personally, it does not affect me whatsoever to name any animal that I'm going to process. But I can see where maybe some of y'all have got attached to Jesse. I understand that completely. But I'll show you guys fixing up his pen a little bit, get him some grain. We'll see just how happy he gets when he gets it. He's going to go crazy on it. I know he is. Don't worry, he won't eat very much of that. He'll nibble on a little bit. A lot of y'all say, hey, don't let him eat too much of that. He'll get bloated and die. He's gonna be fine. Here's some of the feed I got him. I just got him some high protein pellets. Because I got a truckload of stuff today. I've been busy. Got up early, went to the feed store, went to Lowe's, and got some things for some planting some stuff. And another hay bale for Jesse for later on in the week because he's actually running out of hay. But I'm gonna give him grain over the next few days. Just give him a little treat. So I'll show you guys taking this over here and giving it. You can see Jesse is big. I'm guessing he's about 1,100, 1,200 pounds. You guys leave me a comment down below. Let me know how big you think Jesse is. You can see I put that straw in there. It's soaking up that water and mud like no other. I didn't spread it out because the majority of it is right there. It's just kind of a pool of mud and water right there. So I just kind of put it all right there, soaking it up great. He won't be staying in the water any longer. It's only been like that for like a day. You can see Jesse is doing good. He's healthy, and he's going to provide a lot of food for my family. I'm actually probably gonna go get another deep freezer next weekend probably, just because I still got some pork left over from the hog that we butchered back in November. So I want to make room. I want to have a freezer just for Jesse. He's going to give us a lot of meat. In my plan with him, we did a steer a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. I only did a half a steer, and it lasted probably about 6 months, and it was some of the best meat I've ever had. So that's why I got Jesse, because I want to do it again, but I want to have a whole steer this time. And we destroyed the ground beef. So the plan with Jesse is mainly we'll get the steaks that we get out. I'm not going to get any roast, nothing like that. We're going to do all ground beef, because ideally that's what we eat most of is ground up beef. We don't eat a lot of steaks, stuff like that, but we're not going to waste any steaks off Jesse, which, you know, he does look a little bony, but he's a lot bigger in person than what he probably looks on camera. He is a Holstein, supposed to be a Holstein crossed with Angus. I think he's more Holstein than anything. I think you guys might agree with that. You can just tell by the hip bones and just how he's built. But he is enjoying the feed. I have never given him the pellets before. It's just it was like $7 for 50 pounds. So I grabbed a couple 50-pound bags of that, and I grabbed another hay bale. So that should do him for the next week. We're going to take him to the processor next Sunday, I think, and he's going to be processed on the Monday. So that's what it is, guys. You're not going to see very much more video of Jesse. Sorry. That's just the reality of Homestead, the homesteading and the farm life. We love raising animals to process for food for our family. That's what I've been doing over the years. I've done meat chickens, I've done lamb, I've done steers, I've done pigs, obviously. I've done rabbit, quail. I've kind of peddled around with a lot of different species of animals. And by far the best, if you guys are thinking about raising an animal to process and you don't really know what you want to do, if you're able to raise a steer like I have with Jesse, I highly recommend it. Honestly, they do not need to free range. They don't need to, you guys are gonna disagree with me on this. I know you are, some of you are. They don't have to have a herd. I know you all say they're herd animals, they do better. Yes, they do better with like another animal, but they don't have to be with a flock of sheep or goats or a bunch of cows. If you have like an old ram or something you can put in, like Daniel did with his, they're gonna do just fine. We actually raised the one a year and a half ago by himself. He did fine. He did absolutely fine. Do they get depressed? Jesse got depressed a lot. Anytime he'd get in trouble and I put him into the pen and lock him up, he would quit eating for like a day or two. As soon as I let him back out, he was fine. Yes, they do have feelings. They do get lonely, things like that. Jesse was he's been babied his whole life, so I'll tell you, he's an exception. I gave people opportunity to buy Jesse from me, and because there's a lot of people up in arms over me processing him, I gave plenty of opportunity over several months, and no serious offers came across the table to buy him. So he is now set in stone. He is going to the processor. I know you guys enjoyed watching Jesse over the year and a half. I've enjoyed raising him for the most part, except for when he's destroying my fence. And you guys know I've said in the past, that's my fault for having him in this big acre lot with no barbed wire, let your fence run around. They get that big, they will destroy some things. So if you guys are thinking about getting a steer, make sure you have the proper setup for them. Don't do what I did and throw them in there with your sheep pen and with no barbed wire or nothing, because they're going to reach right over, and I'll show you. He'll reach right over on the other side and just destroy your fence. Check this out. You can see he has pushed this down, jumped over it. I'm going to have to replace this section of fence, and then another section over there I have to replace because Jesse has just completely destroyed it. But once I put the hot wire up, that kind of put a stop to all that. There's no doubt they will reach over your fencing, push it down, jump over it. He started to become a little bit of an issue. As soon as he got out one time, then he knew he can get out. So it was just a matter of time. He might go 2 days without getting out. He might go a week, or he might get out 3 times in 1 day. So that's why the last week and a half, 2 weeks, he has been in his final destination as far as on the homestead. He's been in this pen, and the pen has held him just fine with this hot wire. If that hot wire wasn't up, he would jump right over it. He even smashed a new cattle panel over there, smashed it down. That's how stout and strong these steers can get. So you gotta be careful with them. You can see he's still going to town on that feed. He hasn't had, like I said, he hasn't had grain in a while, and he's really enjoying it. Look at him. But yeah, so if you guys are thinking about doing steer, make sure you have the proper facility for it. And let me tell you, they drink a ton of water, and once they get this big, they eat a lot of food. So just be prepared for it. Do your research on what kind of steer you want to raise, and as long as you got the proper setup, proper fencing, pen, all that, you should do just fine. Like I said, he won't be the last one I raise for the family, but I will promise you this: I will not raise another one in this setup I got right here. It will be a very strong pen for a steer. That way he will not get out. So we'll show you Jesse eating a little bit. You guys, thanks for watching. I want to give you an update on the crazy steer Jesse. No, he's not crazy. He's for the most part, he has been a good animal. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoy this little update of Jesse, and I'll probably do one more, maybe taking them to the process or something like that. And if you guys did like it, smash that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe right over there. You guys, thanks so much for supporting the channel. My family greatly appreciates it. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.